Hey guys, well, it's Anthony here. Last video we did a video of what Mike eats in a day, which that link will be in the description below. And today I guess we're going to do what I eat in a day. So waited for a really good day to make sure I'm really nice and stocked up on food so I could show you my options. But starting with breakfast here this morning, what I usually do is very simple. I have a drink, I take it out, I grab it, I drink it. So here's what that looks like. As you can see, my mother, she makes this drink. She makes several of these in one go so we can have enough for 4 or 5 days. This is what it looks like. It's in a quart jar. It's actually a spaghetti sauce jar. We repurpose it for these. And I'm going to put some pictures up on the screen. I had my mom take some pictures of the ingredients as she was making this the last time she made them just a couple days ago. And so you guys will get to see what's in it. But basically, I don't really got it memorized. There is apple juice, water, parsley, chia, flax, quinoa, beets, carrots, bananas, apples, and sometimes we put like pineapple and strawberries and blueberries if we want it to be a little bit more of a treat. So yeah, that's basically what's in here. Lots of fresh fruits and vegetables and seeds, and you guys will see the pictures. And so all I do is I take a straw, stick it in, and I drink. That's breakfast.
Cool. You drink that whole thing?
Yes, a quart every day.
All right.
All
Awesome.
of us do. So one other thing I wanted to run by you guys is, so when we make these drinks, we have enough for several days, but sometimes she doesn't make them in time to, by the time we run out. So we have other breakfast options sometimes when we don't have the drink. And I was going to show you guys one of those today that might be kind of interesting. This is a tofu sort of scrambled eggs and ham sort of dish here. My mother also makes it. She makes it very good. The color is actually just turmeric, and some black salt is added for the sort of sulfury egg smell slash flavor. And these pieces of ham are actually just a vegan deli ham that you can get at the store, which is really good. This is all just kind of scrambled up in a frying pan, cooked much like scrambled eggs and ham is cooked. And it comes out to be another very good breakfast option. With this, I'll have some toast and some vegan melt on that toast, which I'll show you. This here is what I'll actually put on toast, just like a sort of butter toast, and I'll have it with that, and that will be an example of another breakfast option if I don't have the drink. So I thought I'd show you guys that you could still have stuff like eggs and ham and have it be vegan and have it be very delicious, and that's that. Okay, so guess we're gonna do lunch now. So usually my schedule's all over the place, so basically I just eat whenever I'm hungry, and it's a few hours later now. Sometimes when I have the drink, I'll have a little bit of like a lunch part one almost immediately after that, sometimes not, and then I'll have a lunch only a couple hours later. So yeah, my schedule's pretty all over the place, but everything we have is very grab and go, so that's the fun of it. Okay, so for lunch, I have a number of different options here, but I think I've decided on probably have a little bit of spinach, and here in the freezer, as I've mentioned in a previous video, I just have some quinoa frozen in a glass container, which I microwave and unthaw, and this is going to be my lunch. So here's basically how that happens. First grab a bowl here for the spinach. Always have a date on there so I know it's still good. Get a little of this. Kind of making too much of that. And I'll just microwave that for a minute, and I'll show you what I put on it as soon as that's done. Get these refried beans out of here. Oh, hey, that's a good idea. I think I'll roll these up in a tortilla. A few of these beans. These were just made today. That'll be a fine addition to it. And I'll just go in there for a minute. Okay, so this stuff is now microwaved. This is just the spinach I talked about and the quinoa. It's all unthawed now. And basically what I do is just like that. I bring these things over here and I spice them up a little bit. Both use a little bit of soy sauce. So maybe about yay much and a little bit less so for that. And I have here toasted sesame seed oil, which, man, I gotta admit, I use this stuff on a lot of things, which I really enjoy that flavor.
Got the same thing in my refrigerator.
Yeah, a lot of our stuff is very similar. Both delicious. Now, this is where I get a little bit different for the quinoa. Generally, one of my favorite things to do is, first I'll put a little turmeric on it. Just like so. Not too much. And Chinese 5-spice. Those 4 ingredients on the quinoa, the oil, toasted sesame seed oil, the soy sauce, the turmeric, and this Chinese 5-spice make a very good, almost stir-fry-ish, like it's almost stir-fry, I want to say it's similar to stir-fry rice. Which I really enjoy having that as part of my lunch. Oops. And to finish this off, I'll just generally have a little bit of garlic powder, actually. That's all for that. And then I just stir all this stuff together and very much just grab it out of the fridge, heat it up, put some stuff on it, and that's all I do for lunch. Those 2 things are going to be the first part of my lunch, and after that I'm going to take some of these beans here and wrap them up in a tortilla. Just one of those, and that is lunch.
I always loved spinach.
Oh, me too. I had it ever since I was a kid. I was one of those few kids that actually would always eat their spinach.
Yeah, me too. It just always has tasted really good to me. I like greens in general, but you know, spinach, good stuff.
It is good stuff. And with stuff like this, I mean, it's not that you could just mix this stuff all up together and put other veggies in there too if you wanted to go for more of a fancy lunch. But this is just put it in the bowl, heat it up, and you're set. Okay, so every now and again, when I want to go out into the ranch where I do most of my training and slash working, out where my parents are, I will run out there, and that is about a 4-mile run from my house here in town. And I guess we're gonna film a little bit of that for you guys and see you guys out there. All right, and that's that. Here I am. About a 4-mile run. Now I'll see you guys for dinner.
Not bad for a wimpy vegan.
Huh?
Not bad for a wimpy vegan.
I know. I'm feeling very malnourished. All right, guys, so here we are for dinner. So tonight I'm just gonna be starting out with a really big salad. And I'm gonna have some sliced tofurkey deli pieces on some pieces of toast. I'm gonna dump some gravy on that, have some vegetables with that, some chocolate for dessert, and if I dress that up with anything else, I'll go from there. So first off, the big salad. It's just gonna be this here, organic spring mix, Costco, and these sunflower seeds. So we'll put that together here. Our biggest bowl is currently being used, so I'll probably have a couple servings in this bowl. See, I'm probably just gonna eat that whole box, so I'll just divide it in half more or less here. Put some of these seeds on there, and I will show you the way I like to dress salad. As with earlier, a little bit of soy sauce, just not too much, maybe that much. Pretty much the same way I spiced the quinoa earlier. You have the Chinese 5-spice, turmeric, and toasted sesame seed oil. Almost out of it because I use it like crazy.
Inexpensive at grocery outlet.
Yes. And finally a little bit of the Chinese 5-spice. Now this comes out to be kind of an imitation of a Asian dressing type of salad, which I really like because of this stuff. And that is basically that. Just stir it up some. And sit down and, gee, wonder what comes next. I guess I eat it. Don't tell anybody. It's my secret. Well, I've finished that whole box of salad. Now I'm going to move on to my main course, which is going to consist of, like I said, some of these tofurkey slices on some toasted bread. Probably is about enough for 2 of them. I'm going to dunk this gravy all over that and put some of these carrots and some of these green beans, also with the same vegan deli ham stuff that was in the eggs that I showed earlier. Just kind of mash all that together in a Thanksgiving style sort of dish, and once it's prepared, I will present it on the table.
And what's in the gravy?
I think I have that recipe right here. And one thing that's worth noting is this is almost interchangeable with an enchilada sauce recipe that my mom has, but this doesn't have certain ingredients in that, so it's basically the same recipe though. So in here is basically light olive oil, flour, garlic powder, broth cubes, oregano, and a little bit of apple cider, and pinch of cinnamon. So that's basically what's in the gravy, and so this is about the completed product. And normally, sometimes I might have a baked potato with this too, but as for tonight, I think this will be good enough. And that's that. Then once again, the top secret thing. I sit down and I eat it. On there, you. Stop staring at me, you guys. You're making me nervous. For dessert, nothing fancy. I'm just going to take a few bites of this here chocolate, which has in it a little bit of maple syrup, vanilla, olive oil, cashew cream, which is just, soak some cashews and then grind those up, and cocoa powder, and a little bit of soy milk. And so that's what it comes out to be. Mm-hmm. And now this is very rich, so I don't just sit here and eat the whole thing. It's basically like eating pure cake frosting, so I just take a few bites as a treat.
I would eat the whole thing.
Well, I like to have it last. Plus, we don't make it that often, so.
Late at night, I would be just pigging out.
So that's what I eat today, basically. So hope you enjoyed, and like and comment and subscribe for more content, and see you guys in the next video.